Hello, dear colleagues. I'm happy to greet the members of the World Psychiatric Association. My name is Olga Femelich, and I am founder of non-profit organization Outsiderville from St. Petersburg, Russia. Before you see the movie of RT documentary channel, I'd like to tell something about outsider art in Russia and about our project. Outsiderville, based in St. Petersburg, but we carry out our activities throughout all Russia. We were opened on 2013 and actively helps people with the mental disorders in their social rehabilitation with support for creative self-realization. We support people with mental disorders in difficult situations and in social rehabilitation through art therapy and creativity. We support outsider artists and introduce their artworks to the public. Our task is not only to provide vital support to the artist, but also to create tools for material self-sufficiency by creativity. You have the opportunity to purchase paintings for the benefit to artists. We cooperate with art studios and art therapists in psychiatric institutions, independent outsider artists, social and cultural organizations in Russia and abroad. Hold projects and programs aimed at education about mental health, increase psychological culture, level of tolerance in society, and make socio-cultural support for talented artists. Provide technical equipment, artistic and other materials, attract necessary resources. We hold events at all Russian level, art exhibitions, festivals, masterclasses, lectures, art sessions, film screening, etc. Also, we form own collection of outsider art. We are members of the European Outsider Art Association and regular participants of Outsider Art Fair. How does it work? We have no serious investigations, but our experience proves that as a result of our work, we mark these processes. Revival of lost social connections, avoiding negative factors, building relationship with relatives, return of motivation, goal setting, increasing stress tolerance, adaptability, desire for well-being and a new quality of life, and in some cases reducing frequency of hospitalizations and sustained remission. An important part of our activity is art expeditions. We travel to other regions of the country and search for self-taught artists in different ways. Through institutions, art studios, non-commercial organizations, sometimes we go to villages and remote places where, according to local residents, unusual artists create there. In 2019, we went to 14 regions of the Volga region, thanks to Partners Union for Mental Health, and found several amazing artists to support. Our practice shows that the support of artists at all levels, social, material, spiritual, cultural, that gives extraordinary results both for them and also for society and the arts. We have our own collection with artworks comparable to the level of outsider art. Today, there are more than 2,000 works. The main goal is creation of the Center or Museum of Outsider Art in St. Petersburg. We discover more and more names. We hope that in the near future there will be more social projects, galleries and curators who are interested in the promotion of Russian outsider art, and the world art community will fully appreciate their artworks. Why do we call the creators as outsider artists? Initially, this art was called art brut. The term was coined in 1955 by the French artist Jean WPA in order to reflect the inner content of his collection of works created by mentally ill or socially disabled people. WPA believed that such art is the most honest, devoid of any stereotypes. The term outsider art was introduced by Roger Cardinal in 1972, and it was originally intended to act as an English synonym to WPA's term. Over the years, it has been used increasingly loosely and can often now refer to any artist who is untrained or with disabilities or suffering social exclusion, whatever the nature of their work. Examples: Adolf Wolfli, Bill Trailer, Schroeder Sonnenstern, Ferdinand Cheval, and so on. Creativity and mental distress often go hand in hand. Rubel, Rothko, Van Gogh, Edvard Munch, and many other world-renowned artists suffered a mental illness that has strongly influences their art. Creativity and mental distress often go hand in hand. Rubel, Rothko, Van Gogh, Edvard Munch, and many other world-renowned artists suffered a mental illness that has strongly influenced their art. They often pose challenges and let them tap into hidden wells of emotions in their works. Despite the fact that outsider art in Russia takes a confident position in the context of contemporary art, there are still many myths, pseudo-scientific interpretation, and stigmatization around its representatives. Moreover, speculative interpretations are inherent not only to the unprepared public, but also to the professional environment, specialists in the field of psychiatry or art critics. In this vein, we sorely lack both psychoeducational projects and pure art experiments. We do not seek to create a canonical image of outsider artists, and do not undertake to defend the purity of definition. Outsiderville is in the center of a process of institutionalization of outsider art and social-cultural life of artists who are not limited in thinking and fantasy, unable to be driven under frameworks, but facing many barriers due to mental disorders. We often say a tube of paint can save someone's life, and in this case of our words, it makes a literal sense. Like everything Russian, our outsider art follows mystical way. Meet bright angels as art studios, curators, social projects, people who interested in life of the artist, and some bad guys, black market dealers, art speculators, provocators. And only cooperation with projects such as Outsiderville, specialists from world of art, international experts, art critics, may have a chance to turn out our self-taught artists on the world stage. Against the background of political self-isolation which is imposed to our society, only art will show the way without geographic and mental borders. Thank you.